Yo, 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 what's up? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, throw a like on the video if you end up liking the video. And yeah, man, thanks you guys so much for watching. I love all of the support that I'm getting recently. It's super awesome. So let's just get into the video. So I wanted to make here a showcase of how you can start from zero and get to a good point with your characters. So I just started a brand new offline account. I made a new user on my PlayStation and then just started from scratch offline from zero. As you will see here, I have a couple mules here, but other than that I have only 2 characters. So I started out with the Paladin. Let's just check him out. He's not wearing a lot of gear right now, but I started out with the Paladin because for me he is honestly the easiest character to clear the game when you're just starting out and you don't have any gear. So he was just using the stealth. And then I just found this Herald of Sakarum on the Sorc, but he was using a Rhyme Shield. He's using Spirit. I also just found the Mage Fist. He was just using some Resist, and where are the gloves he was using? I think they're not here anymore. But he was using some gloves with 15 Magic Find and 15 Fire Res. Boots, I also just threw these on. He was using some boots that I now have on my Sorc that I shopped with 35% MF. I also just found this string of ears on the Sorc. He was not using that, he was just using a random belt. Yeah, it was this belt he was using that I also shopped. Helm, he was using a lore helm. Yeah, and that's it. Very straightforward, not a lot of strong gear you need. I used this guy to just get through the game, and then I did like 1 hour of magic runs, a magic find here in Frigid Highlands with it being terrorized. Just threw on some MF gear and just kept running here on terrorized Frigid Highlands until I found a Cold Sunder that I could use for my Sorc. And then I just said save, quit, and let's make a Sorc. So I made the Sorceress so that you can start magic finding. If you want to see more of how you create the Paladin, I'll put a link to my ladder day 1 video in the description where I go through the build guide for him, how to complete the game easily, leveling up and stuff like this. And yeah, then I just made a Sorc and she played through the entire game very easily after I found some basic gear, right? I had a Spirit Sword, now I found the Oculus. But let's just take a look at what gear she has now. At this point, I think I did about 3 hours of magic finding so far, 2 or 3 hours. It's not a lot. You can see my level is still not super high. I did about 2 or 3 hours of terrorized and aerial runs, and before I did it on hill, I did about half an hour of terrorized Andy runs on Nightmare, and that's actually how I found the Oculus, which was super awesome. So yeah. Let's just see here what she is working with right now. She has the Oculus here for MF. It gives all res, vitality and energy, sorceress skills, faster cast rate. The only thing I don't really like about it is the chance to cast teleport when struck. But since I'm not super strong right now, it actually saves me sometimes. So I'm actually starting to like it a little bit. She just has here 3-socketed helm with topazes inside. It's the same she's been using since level 25. Amulet I just found yesterday, Amaras. Before that I was using, where is it? I think it's over here. She was using a Saracen's Chance. before that we were using, where is it? We were using this one, 32% MF. I was using this for a while, and then when I got to Hell, I switched it over to something with some resistance on. Yeah, I think I was using this one actually, because it had some resistance and some MF still. For the armor, we have a Scholar's Ire that I found recently from Terrorized Andy. Before that, I was using the Viper Magi to get all res, faster cast rate, and MF. I used a socket from Larsuk to get some MF on it. I found this one in Nightmare actually from the Summoner, so that was super awesome. And then we just found these Elder's Boots with 48% fire res from Nightmare Mephisto, so that helped out a lot. I was not using these until I got to Hell because I didn't really need the resistance. I was just using these boots right here. I was also not using a Spirit. I was using, let's see, yeah, I was using a Rhyme Shield. So I had some fire res here, which Spirit does not. The belt here I also just found recently. I was using Tarash's belt for a little bit, which I also found recently. But before that I was just using this belt here with some fire res. And the gloves, triangles I found in Act 1, Hell with my Paladin, so that was really nice. I used these as soon as I got to Hell also to get some cold res because of the Thunder Charm. But before that I was using these gloves right here with MF and Poison res. And what else? We have rings. Yeah, I found a Nagel ring, so might as well throw it on for more magic find. We have here a ring with some resistance on it. Yeah, and that's about it. As you can see, the resistances are still not super great. Cold res is very low. We have the fast cast rate breakpoint. We're not reaching the 105 breakpoint, which would be nice. I am when I'm using the Viper Magi. So yeah, she is still a work in progress, but as you can see, we have a lot of MF from here. Like, let me just show you, 281 MF, and basically most of it comes from these two gear pieces, right? So before I had 72 from here, I had 35 from here, I had 32 from here, and I had 23 from here and 25 from here, or 24, sorry. So before, when I was using more budget gear, it was still pretty nice MF. And as you will see here, let's just try to do some Terrorized and Aerial. Just pause the video while I change the time. Alright, so we changed the time. Let's go back into a game. And as you can see in the corner here on the top, it's Cathedral and Catacombs. And as you can see also on the bottom, we're on players 3, which I like to do to get more drops from Andy. I feel like she drops very few items when it's on players 1. So even if it takes a little bit longer on players 3, I just like to keep it at least at players 3. So go here, let's clear out this mob first. Now we'll clear out anything we have down here. Just pop these 2 chests right here. And then usually clear this guy out, start throwing some statics, and then we just teleport back and forth. Let her come to us. Let's go. Teleport on the other side, teleport on the other side, and boom, she's dead. So, super easy to kill an arrow like this. Usually, I would go out and kill anything up here also. We're a little bit weak right now, so we can't take a lot of hits. But I like to clear out these elites also. They usually drop some good stuff every once in a while. Nice to kill a lot of these smaller trash mobs also. They drop some runes sometimes. That's how I found my first own rune to make a CTA on my other offline account. And then you just keep going. When you get the hang of it, it takes about a minute or two to do a run like this, and then in an hour you will get a level and some good gear. So I just like to run like this. A lot of terrorized Andy runs here after they introduced terror zones, because she can just drop so much good stuff, and it's very nice place to get started. She's not super difficult. You can also do Mephisto. He's also pretty simple. You can also teleport back and forth with him like this. And as you see, we just found a yellow ring, found some yellow gloves, and a green amulet. So let's just see here. Do I need this one for anything? Ah, it's from the last run. I don't think I ever found Q Hagen's Ethereal. I also found here a Spectral Shard on the last run. Let's just see if we found anything good here. Prank Charm should also. And we have 0 ways of keeping it, so let's just ask him to ID. Spectral Shard, let's see here. Nope. Did we get a nice amulet? Nope. Too bad. 10 FCR and nothing else that I like, so too bad. Nope. Nope. And Dwarf Star. Alright, so let's go back. So just pick up a Grand Charm here, and yeah, I just kill these elites. It's fairly easy. We have one up here. So it actually helped out a lot to get this Maras. I can see I'm killing a bit faster than I usually am when I did not have the Maras. Let's give some help to my employee. Yeah. That's it. Super easy build here that you can just keep running. And I can just show you here. You can also do Mephisto pretty easily. No big deal. And this is how I'm gearing up all of my characters. I will show you here some of the awesome gear I found already. You already saw some of the awesome gear that I have here on her. Let's just keep my merc alive. There we go. We just found here a nice helm that we can use on the Paladin. We need to do Ubers. G-Face, not bad, and the Charm, nope. But G-Face is nice, but I think I actually already found it. It's probably already on the Paladin. But as you can see, from here we found some Silkweave boots. We found Frostburns. Saigons, not very good. We found Tarasha's belt. We found a lot of Tarasha's masks already. I have one here also. We found a Monarch. I've actually found 2 Monarchs with my Paladin doing the Frigid Highlands. What else do we have? We found 2 Facets already. Nice leveling up belt right here. Another nice belt here for Amazon. We already found a Shotas also. We have a Saigons here to have on Switch when I get to CTA. Another Tom Mask. We have a very nice Paladin shield here we can use to make a spirit. Smoke armor that I was using a little bit on my mercenary until he got the Duriel shell. And then I was very lucky to find very early an ethereal thresher. And then I used safe hack to to make sure it rolled 4-socket. It actually took like half an hour trying to re-roll it to get it 4-socketed. And then a cure here. If you don't know this mercenary setup already, I'll throw a link to my video here in the description because it's super awesome. Gives a lot of healing and a lot of mana regen. What else did we find? We have a bunch of different rare boots here with resistances and MF that I've been picking up. We have a war hat here that we could use for leveling also. Have a coronet here that I saved because it have teleport charges. Belt here that I crafted. We found Sanders, we found a bunch of mage fists already. We have another string of ears. Telling of Beats is actually a really nice amulet. I actually really like this set when you're low on gear. Works really well on the Amazon or the Assassin with traps. Sergeant's Chance, another one. We have 2 of them. Atmos, Rising Sun. Found all of these from Andariel Terrorized. A belt here I was using at one point actually, before I used Talrasha and before I used Gold Wrap. I was using this one to get some resistances. We have here a trap skiller already. We found a nice belt here with some resistance on it. And then I'm just saving a bunch of different amulets and rings here with resistances and useful stats, faster cast rate and poison res, cold res and lightning res, energy alive. Just saving a bunch of rare jewelry here because at one point you'll just need like maybe you'll need these 25 and 24 light and cold res. You never know, so it's very nice to have here. Some charms that I was using during leveling. Don't really need them anymore. We have just some life and mana charms here. Here I think it's just basically resistance charms. I don't think I have an MF charm yet. Yeah, no MF charms, just life and resistances. So yeah, that's it's a pretty easy way to get started, to get geared up. If you can, play on players 3 like I do. If not, play on players 1. It's also super fine. It will take a little bit longer to find your gear and it will take a little bit longer to get leveled up, but it's super fine, it works. So yeah, this is the first, I think, 40 hours of this new offline character, and as you can see, they're off to a very good start. I think a couple weeks from now she'll probably be fully geared out with Tau set here, and I'll probably make my Novasorg to start doing key runs and getting ready to get some torches so they can get to the next level. So yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. If you did like, please leave a like, please subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.